controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. We were wondering what they would do defensively to disrupt Patrick Mahomes. Sacking him on the first drive, that's a really good way to set a tone.
The last thing you want to do is let him get established in the pocket where he can set his feet and throw wherever he wants to. Even though he does it well on the run and on the move, you definitely want to get him off the spot in the pocket.
Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first.
Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Officially, that is a 99-yard punt return.
And the Steelers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And they were going to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close. And it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning. They've got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms. But I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3 and out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figure it out, throw the first punch, and make it a good one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
They'll drop this underneath to Pollard.
And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line.
Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Touchdown. Tony Pollard with career touchdown number 157, moving him past Terrell Owens and into a tie with Randy Moss. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. He's got it at the 10.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hole, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. This is intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
There's Chris Olave. And they're going to get this up to midfield. And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play, 5,000 yards is not totally out of the realm of possibility. The way he is playing, I think he's going to get there.
First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Throwing is Mahomes on third.
Got an open man. It's Olave.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he'll take this into the end zone for the Dolphins touchdown.
Leonard Fournette
That is good, and that'll make it 20-7. Kick it away following the touchdown.
On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett.
Incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball in the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Nick Bolton, his 2nd sack of the night. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He's thrown one interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does. And that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
3rd and long for Pickett.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
And some room to run now. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. So now 1st and 10 as they crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. And down to the 41.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know, you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. David Ojabo running in to take him down.
That's what they have to do more defensively, not just getting sacks, but to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Charles, he was looking for just a short throw. Kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick six.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights and where he was looking to throw. He positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play at the game for his defense right there.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Pollard to return from the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39. So solid starting field position. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's got room. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Pickett to throw on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Pickett. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just able to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Tony Pollard on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. And for the 3rd time here in this hit, now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And the offense is going to get the ball back. After all that, heck, it'll be a first down. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Joey Bosa, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Cameron Hayward providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Pick it now on first down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. To throw on 2nd and 6. Pickett. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage. And that throw had no shot.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Flushed out right. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Tony Pollard, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, they can change the entire complexion of this game. Absolutely.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Pollard to return from the end zone.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
120 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. They'll run on first down. Pollard. Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, Pollard. They find some open field here. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Tony Pollard, 37 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Pickett will try to throw for this. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And the Dolphins are going to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, It was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in onside kicks.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. How about the safety, Minka Fitzpatrick, swooping in for the sack?
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Nick Bolton bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. The safety, Terrell. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost him.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Chris Olave. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Pollard to return from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. 178 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. They'll run on 1st down. Pollard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards. They'll keep it on the ground. Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Now Pickett will look to pass it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That 2nd down play, that's a -4. Got to get to the 26 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Pollard. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Going for it on 4th down. Here's Pickett. Steps away to his left. Oh, it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the third time in this game. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A two-score lead down to one now following the pick six.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
Tucker with an extra point. And now cut the lead down. Touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Pickett. And this will be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. They run the counter. Pollard. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Looking to throw. Pickett.
Looking left side, and it's complete.
He's got room at the 30. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
Touchdown! Tony Pollard with career touchdown number 162, tying him with LaDainian Tomlinson for 3rd place. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. This is caught out in the right flat. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is. And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10.
Now here's Mahomes. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes forced out to his left. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
It's the ex-Dolphin, Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Pickett. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. He'll get it inside the 20, and in for the Steelers touchdown. Tony Pollard with career touchdown number 163. That moves him past LT and into 3rd place all time. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And the Steelers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. So roughing the passer here, even though said passer wasn't a quarterback.
And this is a call, partner, I think you might see once a decade or so.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Let's go!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. And now here is another interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. 215 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Tony Pollard, 32 yards. And the Steelers extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this is caught at the 5. And he gets in. When no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
Eluding the pressure right. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Mahomes now on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker?
feeling the route, seeing the quarterback.
And my goodness, another interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
And the Steelers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass.
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. On third down, it's Pollard. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. The Steelers send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Take it in at the 22. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of it got.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At their own 11.
To the air on first down with Pickett. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now Pickett. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown.
Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And he finds McLaurin. Touchdown, Dolphins. Terry McLaurin His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Dolphins get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Pollard to return from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And we've got an injured player, and that's Travis Kelce, who appears to be in a bit of discomfort. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Going to him again, it's Pollard.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
Being chased down. Pickett lost it. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. That one may not cost him in the end, but still, obviously something the coach wants to avoid.
Oh, without a doubt. It won't cost the team because of where they are on the scoreboard, but it will cost the player who gave up the football.
Tucker with the extra point. And that'll shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Pollard to return from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
Pickett looking to throw on 2nd down.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Tony Pollard finding the end zone yet again.
And the Steelers up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes, he's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, it's Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Nick Bolton make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Mahomes throwing on fourth. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. On first down, Pollard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And that rushing touchdown is fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10, and he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add two more onto their lead. And the Dolphins are going to recover. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point now by Boswell. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And his throw here is incomplete.
I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
The Dolphins take over first down at their own 35-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Steelers, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Miami, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos.
Yeah. You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding it like we knew it all. Not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, to look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like the in my paper. They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbilly. Cube
the guard, they rattle tattle. Hey, what's a rapper? I started off that, now I'm better. I get capital. I help my people to get cheddar. I do business. Look here, stay out my business. I'm so iceberg slimish, stainless, not a blemish. I should have been in prison.